Hello and welcome. We are in Manchester tonight to investigate this trendy looking bar. It doesn't look haunted, right? Well, according to reports, it is. This is Lock 91 and this is Ghost Dimension flying solo.
Coming up on Ghost Dimension.
What the hell was that? Can we just do that again? That's not bad at all, is it, for a start? Dave! Who's Dave? You never do on command. There we go. Look, right. Are you making... Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Ghost Dimension.
Although now it's used for drinking and partying, it was once a lockkeeper's cottage for the local canal, and it was built in 1804 and is a Grade 2 listed building. And over the years, it's retained many of its original features, such as the brickwork and the beams that still stand proud in this building to this very day. And what else is original here is its ghost. It is thought to be haunted by the entire lockkeeper's family and a young boy who was known as Peter, who tragically died in a fire in this very building. And it's reported that staff have actually heard his footsteps running up and down the stairs as the building is closing. A phantom woman has been witnessed by staff and customers and is described as having long black hair, and she's wearing a white dress. Glasses have been witnessed being violently thrown across the bar, and shadow figures have been seen in this entire building when only a couple of staff members remain. Who is responsible for the paranormal activity? Is it one of the lockkeeper's family objecting to people drinking and partying in their very home? Or perhaps it's a lady in white? Or could it be the young boy Peter who tragically died in a fire and is returning to be mischievous at Lock 91? And now I'm going to hear from Flecky Bennett from Manchester Ghost Walks to find out about his experiences here at Lock 91. Flecky Bennett.
Hello.
Welcome back to Ghost Dimension Flying Solo.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for bringing us to Lock 91 in Manchester.
It's quite a building, isn't it?
It is, it's eerie. You come in, you know, it's a bar, it's a trendy bar, but there's something also sinister potentially that's here and you think, ooh, doesn't feel right.
No, you're quite right, and as I say, when you come in from the street level, it looks like just a small cottage, and then it opens up into this labyrinth. It goes upstairs and sort of into the bridge, and it goes into the basement, and that's where we are right now, in the basement rooms. And yeah, it's incredible. I've had some incredible experiences in this room and all over this building over the last year that I've been coming here with performances and doing a Ouija board and a seance, and yeah, it's been outstanding.
What's happened? Tell me what's happened.
Well, as soon as the building opened, before it actually opened, the new owner of it, he was doing the decorating himself, trying to keep costs down, and he had all the doors locked, and as he was doing a bit of painting, he turned to the right hand side and saw a little boy, grey cap, grey shirt, grey pants, and he just said, "What are you doing in here? How have you got in?" And he heard him run up these stairs and up into the top attic room, and there's no way out, and he heard the footsteps right across, and he's been constantly seen, really, over the last 2 years. Various bar staff have seen him, the DJ have seen him. I've not seen him, but we've had such contact on the board, it's been outstanding.
He's definitely here.
Yeah, he's definitely here.
This place, we were talking earlier, it's been used for multiple things over the years.
Yeah,
it was a car garage at one point.
Yes, it was a garage, it's been a solicitor's, it's been owned by a couple of various famous people, and yeah, but now it's been took back to its actual grandeur of a lockkeeper's cottage, and there's an amazing room in the attic. There's a picture on a wall. You can see there's lots of pictures all around the walls, but there's one particular picture of a child in a mother's arms, and Peter Daniel Bell kept pointing to that picture. So we don't know whether it's got something to do with his family
that
or whatever.
could be, yeah. Well, it'd be interesting.
Indeed.
Well, tonight on the investigation to... Paul?
Sorry, the lights just flickered when you said his name.
So Paul just interrupted us there on camera, and if you just pan to that light, Paul, that's just flickered.
Well, all of them.
All of them?
Just a little bit of a flicker while...
Did the sensor come on?
Couldn't see it.
Right, yeah.
Well, that's
Just
weird.
when you said Peter.
It is, he's incredibly active.
And he must be powerful because he's interfering with the lights.
Yeah. But he's mischievous and I think he's a lot of fun. But a few weeks ago, a new bar staff member was behind the bar on the second level, which I'm sure we're going to investigate tonight. And he saw in front of him a woman walking down the stairs, down into this level, and he said she had a white dress, long black hair. He didn't think much of it until he noticed he could see right through it because of the wall at the other side.
God.
And they got the CCTV camera images, and she wasn't captured, unfortunately, but it's all distorted on the images at that very moment. So
wow.
It caught something, some kind of energy. So
energy.
I don't know who she is. She's a new apparition that's just started, so hopefully we can contact her tonight.
Yeah, and tonight I'm going to put you in an area, and if you do an investigation...
Yeah, I'm used to being in areas on my own with it. Well, not on my own with the audience, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely.
We'll do that. We'll get Flecky on a lone investigation.
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go and speak to Paul and find out what he feels about the building, and then we'll get the investigation started.
Superb.
Come on, let's do it. Wow, Paul, we're here, Manchester.
Yes.
At Lock 91. 3 floors of what we could say ghostly terror, or ghostly nightmares, or just spirits in general. But
Certainly lots of spirits here.
there's lots of spirits behind the bar.
Yeah.
Is there spirits on every floor?
Oh, we're going to find out tonight, hopefully.
I hope so, because this place, when you come inside this building, it's like a little treasure cove of floors. It doesn't look like it from outside. Outside, it's just a building. But you step inside, and there's 3 different levels to it.
Yeah.
You know, and there's lots of little nooks and crannies of rooms to investigate. And already in this building, we've witnessed, I don't think we filmed it actually, but it was temperature changes as we were setting up the equipment and walking around the building.
Yeah.
The temperature was different
Yeah, in this very room.
in this room.
But I would point out that we're at the lowest level of the building, right next to the canal. So it's going to be cold naturally. So I'm not going to jump
It's a
on.
good sceptical point of view.
I'm afraid so. I'm just going to bring that.
If it changes when we go upstairs and it gets colder upstairs, then to me, potentially that could be something happening that's paranormal.
Yeah.
And you know what, if that happens, but you know what I want to happen tonight? I want the gadgets and gizmos to go off. I want the spirits to interact with us by the RAM pods, maybe by the K2s, anything that we've got, I want them to play with it. And I feel at this building they will.
Yeah, well, I mean, I brought the SLS as well. We're going to actually tripod mount that tonight and leave it somewhere and just see what that picks up while we're not there.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are going to be moving away from you rather than coming playing with the instruments.
And if it happens, we'll show it. If it doesn't happen, we won't show it.
Absolutely.
You know, we're not going to show you something that doesn't happen. Interestingly, outside here is the lock, is the canal.
Yeah.
What do we always say when there's water?
Yeah, there's some sort of possible link with flowing water and paranormal activity. That's one of the theories.
And we can hear it outside now.
Yeah,
It's outside.
There's plenty going on. And plus, this canal has had a lot of deaths in it as well. So we might not just be investigating what's in the building, but what's happened out there, and they might be drawn to what we're doing tonight.
So we could potentially have the visitors from the canal wandering into the bar.
Yeah.
Not just to get a drink, but to check out what we're doing.
That's it. Nosy buggers, aren't they?
Nosy sods. Well, I think it's about time we started our investigation.
Ready when you are.
Come on.
Go.
Now let's hear from our psychic medium in Oklahoma, Para, to find out what she feels could be haunting Lock 91.
I only picked up one spirit from the Lock 91 bar, and it's the spirit of a man. And when I first met his energy, he scooted out a chair and sat down, and he began rotating a glass on top of the table. The one thing I did notice, he was rotating the glass with his left hand. I do believe this man is left-handed. I tried to get him to have a conversation with me, but he didn't seem interested at all. He did jingle a set of keys at me and said he has his own path. So I almost feel like there's like a tunnel or a pathway or something that runs through this place or under this place that he travels through a lot. I could hear his boots walking across the floor, and the way he presented himself with those keys made me think he was like a jailer of some type. Like I felt like he controls what goes in and what goes out of this location. He's got control of this place, and those keys are his proof that this place is his, and nobody else has a say. He doesn't believe that anybody else has a say. I tried to do a tarot to try to figure out what kind of man this was while he was living, and the things that I noticed in the reading was he used to be a very depressed, intense, and despaired individual. He died from a disagreement or some kind of conflict that happened, and he has an addiction, and I do believe that's to alcohol or spirits or drink. And I do believe he did suffer from a lot of loss and regret, but I don't feel like he feels that way now. I feel like he's very smug and arrogant, and he believes that he's in control of this place. And that's all I got from the lock.
So many questions need to be answered at Lock 91. So will we find the key to the mystery tonight?
Right, I've come down to the very lower floor here at Lock 91, and straight away I'm hearing little tiny noises. It's weird. This is the bar area again. There's bars on every floor here. It's amazing to come out here if you want a drink. This is empty now, and I'm hearing noises in here, which is strange. This is part of the original lockkeeper's cottage. It is just a beautiful place. I feel good in here, but then I felt just very weird. Then he would have picked my facial expression up. This way to freedom, that's what it says. That's what the door says, this way to freedom. This way to hell. Okay, in here we've had experiments set up. We've got a REM pod over there. On the table we have another, on the floor over here we have another REM pod. If anything goes near the REM pods, they will detect the spiritual energy in the atmosphere and set off, hopefully. We've got on here an EDI meter and a K2 meter, which I'll take around with me. That detects temperature fluctuations, and if I can get the infrared light out of the way, you'll see it. 63.9. It's got an EMF built into it, so if any spiritual energies come near it, it will light up. And on here is a geophone. If anything taps on here, it will light up and make a noise. Sorry, not light up and make a noise, just light up. K2 meter. Electromagnetic energy. If anything is in here with an electromagnetic field, we'll be able to detect that. And on camera there, we've got the SLS camera, and it fires out infrared dots and picks up the energies there. And I think at the moment that's just frozen on something, so I'll try and reset that later. So we've got all the gear. Some would say no idea. All the gear, all the equipment. We should be able to pick something up. It's a while since I've had a nice K2 in my hand, and I feel good about it.
So this is Lock 91, Deansgate in Manchester, and I've literally just set everything up, and already we have a REM going off. Thank you. Can you move away from that, please? Thank you. Wow, that's promising. That's not bad at all, is it, for a start? Thank you for that. And is there a little boy here called Peter? Peter, are you here? There's a little boy that's been seen
visually seen by people running around. His footsteps have been heard as well. That'd be very, very good if we capture that tonight. You don't know what you're going to get. That was just start on the run. What you just did there a moment ago is you set this little device off that's on the floor, the box, and all that will do is tell me that you're close by. So if you can come close to it again, just touch the metal stick that's coming out from it. There's one there and there's one up here. Either one of those. What you can hear at the moment is the trams are very close. Pretty frightening. I'm having a Coronation Street moment now where it comes crashing down. I've also put out the Gauss meter, which is lit up. So we're going to walk around with that and just see if that goes off at all. Peter, are you here?
Is anybody here with me? Oh wow, sorry to interrupt. I know I'm about to do the calling out, but it's just fairy lights outside are beautiful. Look. I don't know if you could do justice on the camera, it just look gorgeous. Let's call out. Let's be paranormal. Not normal. Is anyone in this room? Are you able to communicate with me and give me a clear audible sound? A noise, or use your voice, use my energy. Before you flick the lights in the VTs, which are on the ceiling there, you flick them on, you flick them off, you were interfering with them. Can you come towards me and maybe give me a sign you are here? Maybe come towards this K2 meter. I've just realised in my phone, in my pocket is my mobile phone. Not good for a paranormal investigation. It can interfere. That's now on the table over there. Okay? Don't know if we... I don't like doing that. I don't like having it there. Anybody can cheat with things like that, and I want real paranormal activity here at Lot 91. Right, please communicate with me. I've got REM pods on the floor. I've got a K2 meter over here. I'm going to put it on this barrel. Can you make a noise for me? Give me an audible noise. We'll walk towards one of these meters. Set these meters off. I'll pick one of them up. Let's put that meter there. Can you come towards that meter? Walk towards it, please. Communicate with me. Let me know that you're here. Use all of my physical energy. Are you here? I would like to communicate with you. Speak to me. Oh, shish kaboo. Wow. Okay. How is this door? Yeah? Look. This is where we start. Who's here? Who just did that? It was definitely somebody here. How do I get in there? Is anybody here? What the hell was that? Can we just do that again? Is anybody here hiding? No? Is that Peter? Peter, are you doing this activity? Are you making that noise? Did you move the door? There's 2 toilets here. Get the males. Can't see a thing, I'm sorry. Oh, you don't want to see that, it's urinals. And the toilet in there, okay? You've got the females. Oh wow, a lot cleaner. Is anybody in here? No? Do you want me to show you? Don't like leaving the places though. I'm not going to show you the toilet, it's wrong, isn't it? But look. Nobody. Is that anything else? Door? No? Okay. We'll just get out of here. Don't like being in toilets. Especially when there's too many doors to get out of. That was weird. Now we won't know if any of that equipment went off. Okay. Right, if that was you that did that then, can you come in this room as well and join me in here? Peter! If that was you, Peter.
Just heard a noise over here. And I wasn't close
close enough, and if it was me it would go off now. And another noise over there. That's brilliant, thank you. Is this you, Peter? Wow, that's pretty good so far. That's not bad. I'm just going to look here because I heard a click. Can't see anything. I was just going to say, sceptically, we have the tram tracks here. So some people might be thinking, well, it's the trams that are setting the REMs off. Right now there's a tram going over. Let's see what happens with the REMs. Because if it was the trams that were setting them off, it would be that one there, because that's closest and we're directly under the arches. This keeps clicking, so I'm not sure if it's registering something. It would be that one there that would be going off first if it was the trams, and not that one, but that one's gone off twice. That one's just gone off. Another noise over here. I'm just going to go and have a look. Heard another noise. So somebody here, if it's not Peter, can you tell me what your name is? Let me know that you're here. More clicking sounds. There we go again. Now I'm not getting close enough to set that off. So I know it's not me. We've just done the tram test. So again, thank you. Again, it's not the trams. Let's turn that back on again because it went off. It's backlit so you can see it in the dark. And also has sound on it. So if it goes off, we should hear it.
Peter, my name is Sean. I am a paranormal investigator. Come and join me in here. Or if Peter's energy's not here, the young boy who's believed to be a bit mischievous, can the white lady come? The white lady that's got black hair and not the white lady, the lady that's got black hair and a white dress, who's been seeing a phantom woman. Or perhaps if you lived here as a lock keeper, are you able to join me and investigate with me? If it was you that did that for me and interfered with the door in the room or whatever it was that I heard banging and getting scared, that was you that did that, can you speak to me maybe, or touch me, or just throw an object at me off the table, or kick one of these chairs over? That'd be a really good treat. Kick a chair, or use your voice and say my name. Are you still here with me?
Really don't mean you any harm. This gas meter keeps going off. I don't mean going off registering, I mean it keeps switching itself off. It should stay on for quite a while, but it keeps going off quite quickly. I just moved past like that so you could see I wasn't close enough to set it off. Should it go off, but it didn't. They never do on command. There we go. Look, right. Nowhere near that time. It was nowhere near, so it is not me that's setting that off. Thank you. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Could you set it off again if you're Peter? Are you the little boy? I'm trying to get it to focus again. That's the only thing. Once the REMs go off and you point at the light, it tends to knock the focus off.
It's not happening. The equipment is stopped working. Oof. If that, well, you never know. Sometimes with paranormal activity, you can't always get what you want. Now, do you know what I've just managed to do? I'm changing this now. Right?
I've got the Alice box going, okay? Forget the SLS, we've got the Alice box. Let's try a test. If you hear the Alice box, by the way, let me explain this so you understand it. I'm going to ask the spirits to manipulate and use this tablet and use the electronics built into it and use the Alice box to change what they're saying into words that I can physically see on the machine. This is the Alice box. If you're here, speak to me and use this box, tell it something, and it will pop up on the screen. It will make a noise if it does that, and I'll be able to see that, okay? Now if it makes a beep like that, gently, thank you. Can I adjust this so I can sit? Dave! Who's Dave? Who is Dave? Right, I'm going to have that like that. Because that way I can see it and I can flash straight over. Dave, are you here? Can you make one of these devices? Was it you that did the door, Dave? Tell me through the Alice box or light a device on this table. If you didn't do the door, Dave, maybe light the K2 meter. Give me an indication that that wasn't you. That was somebody else. Dave, I'm all ears. Maybe we can learn some truth about what really happened. Are you here with me?
Big noise, big bang. Anything at all? Oh. Again, something sounded like it was shuffling down here. I'm just going to show you in here. There's, just in case anybody's thinking somebody's hiding in here doing things. There's nobody in here. I just haven't really bothered with this area because it's there's a bit too much noise coming from there and still a little bit too bright, so that's why I've not bothered with that area too much. I think so far anyway, there's been more stuff going on in here. Not massive, but we take it as we get it, little bits and pieces. So, just going to move the gas meter up here a little bit and see if anything's going off. I should say as well, already gone through here and done a quick baseline sweep, and even with the trams going, it's not really registering a huge amount in the way of EMF, so nothing that you could say was significant. So nothing there. Stood right at the back now. Please try as hard as you can to just do one thing. Anything that you can do, I would be really happy to see or hear. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Are you stood in front of me? I explained that it's not the trams that's doing this. Wow, look at that, it's gone again.
Are you strong enough to interact with anything else in this room? Is there any K2 reading near that? I mean, maybe there will be because it's the electronic device, but no. Nothing. No reading. Can you touch me? Touch me. Touch me. Cloud. Could. Oh my God. Could. Oh my God. I'm just freaking out right now. What if something's going to come and touch me? Jesus Christ. Just really, really don't want that to happen. That's banging on the walls. Listen. Oh, that's me knocking the ram. I'm sure it is. Is that you that did that? Did you knock on the wall? Where is it? Which wall is it? Whoa. Africa, that doesn't mean anything. Maybe Dave was from Africa and he could touch me. You know what? You don't know, do you? You just don't know. I heard that right out here. That was somebody walking. So far so good in this place. Just can't seem to figure it out. It's weird. What else is going to happen? Mental. Will something touch me? I don't know.
Oh wow, so far a very interesting investigation.
It's not bad.
Not bad. It's starting to happen. These noises, I can't explain what most of them are. I've tried looking, I just can't work out what it is. Hopefully, during the rest of the investigation, something weird might happen.
It's been pretty good so far. I mean, when I got here, I did the usual baselines and what have you. You know, I like the kit going off and what have you. And so far, some of the REMs have been going off. And I can't say that it's anything normal. There's nothing that should be setting them off. No. So, also on command again, so it seems intelligent.
Yeah, earlier on in the VTs and stuff, the interviews, the lights were going weird.
Yeah, especially when his name was mentioned, which was, you know, it was like, oh, I'm here.
I'm here, and it's getting dark, which means only one thing, Paul.
You're going to get scared.
I'm going to get scared, stuff's going to happen. So hopefully, you know what, hopefully it's going to turn out to be another fantastic investigation.
Can only hope, can't we?
We can only hope. You know what, I'm ready to start more. Pumped. Should we do it?
Yeah, I don't want to know what happens when you get pumped.
You don't want to know, come on.
So I've come upstairs to the attic and I'm just about to start. And look, this REM pod's going off. So I'm just going to put this over here just in case that is something happening because of any electrical interference. I've now eliminated that. While I'm talking to you, there's another REM pod over here. And you can see this place looks creepy. It especially looks creepy in the dark. Now over here is the bar area where you get all your drinks, get all your food, not your food I suppose, but your beer and stuff like that. There's reports here that glasses have been violently thrown. Now, is that one of the lock keepers here? Maybe it's the child, Peter, who died in a fire. That's believed to haunt the building. We don't know. What I can say is, if anything happens now, I'm so sorry, that made me jump. That was something thrown at me. And I'm smiling because I'm fearing for my life in this darkness. That's pretty active already, thank you.
Okay, my friends, time for my first solo vigil. So let's see what happens. I'm in the amazing Lot 91. I'm in what's called the lounge room. There's 3 different floors to this building. There's the top floor, which is the attic. The middle floor, which is the I can't really, it's called, no, this is the lounge, the attic, and the parlour. That's what we call it. So the attic, the parlour, and the lounge. This is the lounge. Something just happened then. Something weird's going on behind me. What is that that's reflecting? There's something going on over here. I'm a bit terrified about this here. If you can see, this is actually a machine which is videoing the darkness in the room, and if anything shows up, it shows up as a stick man sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's for the first time on my own inside a location without the safety of an audience with me. There's footsteps started in this corner. Okay, I'm calling out to the spirit of Peter Daniel Bell.
I'm just going to show you. There was something for. Let me see if I can find it. If you're here and you threw something at me then, can you set one of these devices I've got on the floor, these REM pods, can you set one of them off? Make them go off. Make a noise like that you just did. Or show yourself as a physical... Sorry about that, there was a chair. I actually heard a chair move. There's a whistle. Listen. And there was a bang. I don't know where the whistle's coming from, it's constant. Is it because of something? Or is it because... Is that you whistling? Banging. It's banging again. Are you banging on these tables? Were you whistling then? I heard definitely, like, constantly for like a couple of seconds. There's a weird feeling in here, and I feel like if I stand still, I may find out that somebody's following me, because I feel like it's going to be footsteps. I'm just going to point the camera at the floor and see if anything happens. There's my feet, look, yeah? Can you make a noise in here? Walk with your feet. Walk around. Run to me.
Now this room is a lot colder than the other rooms in the building. I don't know if that's because we're right next to the canal, but directly outside this window over here is the actual lock, which Lock 91's named after. And in 1851, a gentleman called Eli Sutcliffe decided he couldn't be bothered walking round, and he decided to walk across the lock, and he fell into the water, and his body's never been found. And so Eli Sutcliffe is supposed to haunt outside this window. Peter, with the greatest respect, Flecky Bennett here, I want you to come and join me again. I want you to make something happen.
Sometimes I feel easy, and then some big stuff kicks off. Right now I feel it. Hello? Oh, I can't see a thing. Are you banging on something? Can you bang on this chair? Thank you. Are you a male? If you're a male, knock twice. I think it was two. I'll ask the question again. Are you male? 1, 2. Are you a male? Let's have one bang. Are you a spirit that knows you are dead? 1 tap for no, 2 taps for yes. There was a tap then, it was only gentle. I don't know if we actually picked that up, but there was definitely like a tapping.
It would be fantastic if you could do something that we could capture us. If we could capture it on... Sorry, I'm just hearing something over here. Oh, I just heard a really loud bang just behind me here in the corner. I hope it caught it on the camera microphone in this sort of corner here. It's a really interesting room because it's got all this brickwork, which is the original lockkeeper's cottage, dating back to 1804. So it's fascinating.
That was the rem at the back then. It went off. Where is it? It went off. Every time you point the camera away. Whoa! Okay. Where is it? It's this one this time. Okay. Thank you. Can you turn it off? Oh! No way it turned off on its own. Jesus. Did you hear that? That was like... Hello? Are you making... Oh my God, what the hell was that? That... It's like this door banged, I'm sure it did. Look, the door, where are we? Where's the camera? The door for the DJ box, bang, let me get in and show you, look. It went like this. Well, I feel like it was that, because if it wasn't, then it was something else, and it sounded like it was so close to me. Thank you. Now throw one of these chairs at me.
I can see something happening here. Can you see that? There's some kind of mist I'm seeing here. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. There's a mist here, and I'm seeing it on the camera. Oh, okay. You know, it feels so cold that I can almost see my breath.
Feel funny now. Feel really, really funny. Do you know what I'm going to get out of here? Because I feel like this is just getting weird. No way. I said that and then someone came from the back. Let me just go over. Okay, it sounded like it was in the toilet here. Jesus, what is this? I can't see actually. Is this a toilet? Yeah, definitely a toilet. Smells nice. Not like a normal toilet. Is that men? Is that the ladies? Yep. Men? Men? Oh, I don't know. Something happening. Now that's interesting because off camera, one of the report, there was something tapping in there. Tap, 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 tap. Blackie Bennett said something happens in the toilets with activity in the men's toilets. If you're here, can you just make that tapping again? Make that tapping again. Ooh! There was a voice. Like a voice came from this corridor. Jesus! Do that again. Okay, Jesus, that was a chair. That was a chair. That was a chair. Where is the chair? That was a thump and a half. It's the loudest thump I've ever heard. What an amazing investigation. Paul, wow. Lock 91. What can I say? Stuff happened at Lock 91 that needs to be locked inside here.
I was just going to say, we've had a proper lock-in tonight, haven't we?
We have a proper lock-in at Lock 91. You know, we've got the whole pub to ourselves. I've had stuff going off. I've had the REM pods going off.
Yeah.
I've had doors opening. I'm sure there were doors opening.
I think I was in contact with not one, but maybe three spirits tonight, and a spirit called Dave.
Dave?
So, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You know, and Dave said he could potentially touch me, and maybe it was Dave that did some of the activity.
Well, was that in here by any chance?
Yeah.
Well, I got touched in here.
So you got touched in here?
I got touched in here. Something brushed past my back at one point. I didn't get a name, so maybe it was Dave.
Maybe it was Dave. Well, it was the Alice box I switched on because the SLS had frozen during the investigation.
Yeah, bloody technology, eh?
Technology, but maybe it froze because it needed us to use the Alice box.
Yeah.
You don't know how spirit works, and maybe that just was something from them saying, you know what, guys, you need to use the Alice box, and it's a good job I flicked it on.
Well done.
I know. So for me, another fantastic investigation.
Yeah, we're doing well. We keep getting the right places and getting the right activity, so definitely a pat on the back for us.
Pat on the back. And you know what? Maybe the canal outside helps with the water generation.
Yeah, certainly can't hurt. But I mean, even with all the reported suicides, and there's supposed to be some sort of serial killer that's going up and down here.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just going to say to you. You know, there is a serial killer apparently in Manchester, that's going up and down this canal.
Yeah,
and
I think it's for the last 8 years. There's something like 60 odd unexplained deaths.
Yeah.
I mean, that in itself would be an investigation, but a very dangerous one.
I wouldn't want to do it because it's outside. We could die.
Well, we do outside,
Well,
don't we? It's just this one bit would be a little bit.
Or we could die.
Yeah, that would be a found footage one, wouldn't it?
We could die.
Oh, we could die. I get the gist. I don't think he wants to die.
No. Well, from all of us at Ghost Dimension Flying Solo, thank you for watching us here at Lock 91, and we hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, good night.